Welcome to Cyberpunk 2030 A Better Tomorrow.
Another day, And we have our big spider here, and the sun right on it and cooks the room. I got like 3 fans going on in here.
Oh, yeah, I muted myself. Okay, good. We are back once again for some more Cyberpunk. So I hope some of you have not gotten yourselves too involved with Phantom Liberty or the PC game, because we're hopefully going to see some action tonight. I guess that depends on how everybody handles things. But before, or first things first, I should say, we have some IP to roll. So does somebody want to roll a D10?
I'll roll.
Please roll.
Dale, do it. Go.
Yeah, please roll.
Bill, you always get good rolls, so go ahead.
If
9.
yeah, there you go. There you go. I know if I rolled
90?
it, I would have rolled a 2.
So that would be Fitty.
Fitty. I rolled a 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, so that's 90.
Yeah.
Thought you said 5 there for a moment.
Oh.
That's what I thought I heard too, so don't
no.
feel bad.
No.
Hey, talking dice did work. Yay. That's all we get, though.
That's the last time he sees the 9.
Yeah. Oh no.
So, okay. I need to open.
Oh, and Callie, it looks like your microphone is set to your Yeti. Was that intentional, or were you supposed to have headsets?
No, it should be my mic should be on my Yeti.
Okay, just checking, because we were able to hear your background and whatnot. So,
Are you able to hear it now?
yeah.
Oh, I don't hear it.
I asked about it, so let's.
Only when
we
you're.
only hear it
When you're speaking, yeah.
Yeah. Can still hear what you're saying, but yeah.
Okay, so we have a recap coming. We're probably going to need one since it's been a month.
Davey?
Last time on Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. What did we do? We did stuff. We left.
Banned.
Sorry, is that
Yeah.
better?
Go ahead.
Talk.
No, I was going to say talk.
Oh yeah. Just making sure that it's not. You guys can't hear the background stuff anymore.
No, it's good.
Go, Davey.
All right. The crew discuss adding bench press to the group for her net running skills. Octavia's parents were part of Snake Nation. Stolas invites the crew over to bench press's place to talk things over. And Amori and Skulls discuss getting Ghost, a spotter, to deal with the bad guys on the 87. The crew makes it to Galveston and Alma School in Mesa. The Franken truck takes a break, and Octavia goes outside to repair it, waiting for the sun to go down so Sam can do some recon. Stolen sneaks off to a better vantage point at an abandoned building. The homeless person called Jim accosts the team. Skulls does everything he can do to keep him alive. Jim tells Skulls about the Psycho Butchers. The team leaves. No. During that time, Sam took a stroll. She could hear to the St. Mary's Church. She heard the sound of machinery operating. She could see 4 cars that were modified for lethal combat. She saw security cameras and 3 guards. She also saw a van that Jim told Skulls about with 2 victims. And Jim somehow finds a first record of the Johnny Silverhand CD worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That's all we did.
Minus some zeros.
Minus some
Right, yeah.
zeros. But yeah, that's all we did. And we had fun doing it. Yay, team!
Nice.
And now I need to find where my
I think we should have Davey do all our recaps.
You want me to do all the recap? Okay.
He does add something to them in the way of drama.
It is interesting you called them psycho butchers. That isn't their name, but
Oh, that's what I wrote down.
right.
What were they
Keep in
called?
mind when you take notes, you have to write what was actually said,
What was
because otherwise you wind up with stuff like this, and then you start going, "Oh my gosh, have you heard about the psycho butchers? Who? Well,
I
those guys. Who?
I seem to remember that that's like just how Jim was describing them. He like threw out just like there's these psycho butchers going on over
Yeah,
there. Not
yeah,
that
yeah.
They were the psycho butchers.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys actually got. You guys were able to confirm the, or actually able to ID them.
They were Raph and Shiv.
Raph and Shiv. Okay.
Specifically, the raids.
That's right. Yep, the raids. Which is weird. Why are the raids here?
Because it's time to party.
So I will let all of you pick up wherever it is you left off. I don't know if you guys were actually gonna take this, or you're gonna try and punt it down the field and do something else. There was some discussion for a bit as to who, what, where, when, and why.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever got resolved.
There is. Oh yeah, go ahead.
We do have a party to go to.
That's right. Yeah, to meet up with Bench Press at Stolas's place.
So everybody is backing out and going to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me, I don't know
I'm
about
gonna
Dale.
I'm gonna write my
I
article first.
I need to make a phone call.
Yeah, because we have until the deadline to get this stuff done. Is it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Okay. So then we'd have to figure out perfectly what we're doing by the end of tonight and literally do it like tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give us enough time to talk to and possibly recruit Bench Press, assuming she's willing and has the skills that we think she has. And then tonight we hash over what we do. We might not have enough time to like hire people, but we could simultaneously call up our respective clans and see if they're willing to join in on the fun.
Yeah.
So then, where is everybody going?
Well, before I go anywhere, I need to call the Molnar clan.
Okay. And Sam is writing her article.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm aware of that. You know what? I think I got my thing pulled up right here. Oh, no, I do not. It's in another file. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. So who were you calling in the Molinar clan?
Oh, now you're going to make me call. Oh, let's see. All contacts. Here we go. As Stephen goes to his handheld phone and.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
Why don't I have contacts and people list? Here we go. Maryvale, where did Molnar clan go? Andy Kissinger. Oh, Mason.
Okay. So the current head of the clan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you give him a call. Video picks up. Looks like he is in the middle of, like, there's a campfire in the background at this point. And couple vehicles, put up around. What can I do for you?
Were you aware there was a Raff and Skiv enclave in the area?
The Raff and Shiv?
Uh-huh.
I had heard some rumors that there was some body snatchers in the area. That's pretty common, but I was unaware that the Raff and Shiv were here.
How about if I send you some photos of their exact location, and we've got a contract sitting that involves trying to take it out, but I don't think it's doable other than by more than one group participating. So I'll send you the photos and you let me know what you think, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, well, send what you have, and I'll take a look.
Alrighty. So I send them Sam's collection of photos, which she has so generously supplied earlier,
Okay.
and with the appropriate notes. This is what was seen at the site. This particular van's involved in the kidnappings, etc.
Okay.
And that's my part at this point.
Okay. Anyone doing anything else outside of going to the party?
Nope.
Let's see.
Hanging out with Octavia.
I think Skulls, like on the way to the party, Skulls probably get on the phone and try contacting, what's her name? In the Viridia, in the Shadow Mountain clan.
Okay. So she picks up. It looks like wherever, of course, there's video feed. Looks like wherever she happens to be at, it's pretty dark. So it's probably indoors someplace. She looks and she says, Skulls, what do you want?
Hey, Cross. So I have a possible opportunity. At least I'm hoping you look at it that way. Were you or anyone in the clan aware that there's some Raff and Shiv hanging out not that far from Fountain Hills, kind of south in the Gilbert area?
No.
Well, my crew and I happened to be on a job or two, and it led us to this location where they actually have a bit of a fortification set up. They've got some vehicles, they've got people along the I-87, and they're using that as their own passageway to and from Phoenix, and they're doing some scav work. Wondering if anybody in the family would be willing to help us out to take them down.
Do you happen to see if they had if they're Raff and Shiv, I'm sure they have a clan, but what clan they are?
They looked like wraiths, which was confusing. Like, have you ever seen wraiths this far away from... I thought that was a Night City area.
They're a California thing. I don't know what they're doing out here in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what they're doing right now, what we can tell is, again, they are doing scav work. They're picking up people from within downtown Phoenix, it looks like, and carting them via a van down the I-87 to their place, which is a taken over church, real classy. And then right next door, pretty sure they've got some sort of pharmaceutical work going on, if you catch my drift.
Okay. What else do you have? Is that it, or do you just have eyes on them?
What we do have some video footage and some photos if you needed some of that to see what's going on. We know that they've got this van that does the patrols and picks up people from town. There's 5 Raffen that are typically in there. Seems like there's about 3 Raffen that are at least around the perimeter of their main base, likely more inside. And then they've got several up along the I-87, relatively close to where they're stationed to deal with anybody trying to use that passageway there, because it's almost a straight shot to them.
All right. Well, I will spread the word and see if this is something the clan wants to act on. I can't make any guarantees because that's pretty far out of our range from where it's at.
I hear you. I just know that, they've got a significant presence here, and it looks like they're doing well. It'd be nice if we could uproot them right now. We'd be hitting a bunch of birds with one stone. But if you could let me know ASAP, because we've got to get our thing done by tomorrow. I know it's kind of short notice, but that's what we're dealing with. So let me know if you can.
Yeah, I don't know what time limit you're looking at here outside of tomorrow, but give me about an hour.
Excellent. That sounds great. Better than I was hoping. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Hangs up and continues to go to Stolas' place for the party.
Okay. Amore and Skulls, why don't you both roll family?
Family.
So you're going to be rolling.
It's tied with intelligence, I believe.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
I didn't hear what she actually wanted us to roll against, Jerome. I'm sorry.
Family, intelligence and family.
Intelligence and family. Okay.
About ready to sneeze.
And if you roll
Intelligence
family
8.
high enough, you can get into space. Just saying.
Where is family? I don't.
It's a special ability. Do you happen to have any points? in
No,
that?
no. Okay, so I'm just rolling my intelligence then. Okay, that's like what the heck. All right, let me go over here to Discord.
Skull's got a total of 17.
CP rolls.
At age 24, Stephen, you
Yeah.
picked up a family of 2.
Thank you. I'm not quite sure how I missed that. Okay.
Hey.
Well, that's how you kind of became semi-nomad.
Yeah. Okay.
So whatever you roll, add a 2.
Okay. So this is /M, as I remember.
It's
Nope.
the /R.
/R.
R 1d10.
Great for pirate games. R.
14. I rolled a 6, even with a +2, and I have 8 for my intelligence.
All righty.
Probably should have used luck on that.
Okay. So you've got what, 16 and 17? Yep.
Yeah, 17 here.
Okay. So they will get back to you here momentarily. Everybody else at this point, I take it Sam is going as well after she gets her article done? Okay.
Hitting up the liquor store, hitting up the corner store. I'm going to buy a bunch of beer.
So
Gonna
this
buy
is
some-
actually the first time any of you have been to Stolas' place.
Where does
No, it's not.
Stolas live?
The rest of them, yes. They
Oh,
have
we've
not-
been there before.
They have
Oh.
not been to your house before. So
No.
you guys come rolling up to a corpo park.
Oh, so we need to be on our best behavior.
And get and essentially get carded on your way in. And everything here, like the grounds and whatnot, all look nice and well kept and pristine. The HOA is clearly packing.
So we
Is it
shouldn't take any
downtown?
samples of the grass.
They do not play.
Right.
But all the homes in this area, they're nice tract homes. They've got nice kind of plot of land on them. with a decent backyard. It's very everything's very well kept. A mix of 1 and 2 story homes in the area. You come pulling up to Stolas's house, which is the only one that is bumping.
Of course.
How much space is between these homes here?
About what you would normally expect in a track home. So
not much. Okay.
Not terribly much. At least not in between on the sides. When you get to the backyard, yeah, you got a little bit of space, and front yard.
Okay. Is this downtown or is this in Scottsdale somewhere?
No, this is actually this is closer to Scottsdale.
Okay.
Over towards the Biltmore area.
Ooh, swanky. Okay.
So it is just off of, I think, if I'm looking at the map, don't quote me, but let me see.
Pull up the map.
I want to say I was right. It is actually in the Biltmore Estates.
Ooh.
Okay.
So there is, a nice golf course that sits behind it that is actually maintained. This particular house is one of the smallest in the area, but it is still nice. And like I said, there's a couple cars already parked there. As you pull up, you can occasionally see somebody peeking out the window from across the street.
Nosy neighbor. Nosy neighbor. Yep.
Lock and loaded nosy neighbor.
Shoot.
Stolas does swing by the liquor store. He picks up some booze for the party. He also picks up wine for his neighbors.
Okay.
If I'm throwing a party, I might as well treat the neighborhood, or at least the people living adjacent to me. He also picks up the Irish vodka or Irish tequila. I forget which one it was.
Vodka.
That the Russian wanted. He picks up double the whatever he was requested. So whatever the amount is, let me know so I can.
Boru.
Yeah, that stuff. If I spent around 600 eddies on that, would that be sufficient for the party and then some?
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah, you've got quite a bit of the low end generic stuff, equivalent to Smash. You have obviously a couple bottles of some of the more premium stuff, in case anybody has a little bit more eclectic tastes. Currently, like when you guys come rolling up, there's, like I said, there was like 3 cars already there. When you get inside, there's already 30 people here. Most of which are Quins. And they're, some of them are clearly their sidekicks. So think Dom sub sort of relationship with some of them. Of course, music is, bumping and playing. So Stolas, as you come, walking up, the old lady who lives across your street comes walking out with a Finroll.
Good evening. How are you doing tonight?
And she looks at you and she says, "Are you aware that there are nomads in this neighborhood? I mean, if they're not here pushing a lawnmower, they're not supposed to be here."
Dang.
It's just for a night. You like red wine, right?
And she says, "Yes." Think Betty White heavily armed.
I had the image in mind.
Yeah.
He'll reach into the trunk of his car and he'll pull out a bottle of red for her.
Yeah. Okay. And she says, "Well, thank you, but I know you're really into the thumping and bumping, but you really need to keep it down once it gets past 10 o'clock. City ordinances.
I understand. We will do our absolute best tonight.
And she, locks and loads, and she says, "I wouldn't want to bust a cap."
Ho ho! Hey, let's go, Grandma.
And to be honest, you're rocking Preem hardware there, so I've seen you shoot before.
And so she, she slaps her arms and she says, "Got these babies from the Third Corporate War."
And she cybered up? No, bro.
It's why I brought the wine for you and the neighbors. That way I can give something back in case we go a little over 10 o'clock.
She says, "Okay, but you better keep an eye on the time." She says, "I'm up for re-election in the HOA. I can't cover for you if you have another one of those all-nighters."
I will do my absolute best.
Oh my, HOA politics at its finest.
So she takes the bottle and she's like, "Oh." She says,
See, I think of my neighbors.
12 criminals.
Have a great night.
And she just says, "Good night, dear." And he goes walking back, into the house. Still occasionally, like a little finger goes at one of the blinds to, look and, be nosy.
He will go to each of the neighbors on either side and drop off a bottle of their favorite wine.
Okay.
And he will apologize ahead of time. Hey, it might go over 10. I will do my best to keep it before midnight.
Why don't you give me a empathy and a charismatic leadership check?
Nice.
Oh, no, that's right. I did it wrong. It's R1D10.
Oh, nice.
14, 24, 28.
Nice. Okay. So you planned ahead and you planned well. You clearly know the alcohol that your neighbors favor. So they're not keen with you going past 10, but you've certainly given yourself a buffer.
And then he'll head home and he'll go inside and start the carouse, I think is the word that some people might use.
Sure. So at this point, all of you are there. There are, people doing their thing. There's some dancing going on. There are drinking games. And in fact, one of the Quins grabs a hold of Visions, and pulls his head back, and they do that like long pour to aim into his mouth.
Oh Lord.
Of alcohol.
Okay.
And they're like, "Stand still, honey. We've got to aim." And let's just see how well their aim is.
Drenched in smash. Yeah. Yeah. That's how the night's gonna start.
Weird. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a party. So they are doing a terrible job of getting the alcohol into your mouth. It's like it's going all over your face and down the front of your shirt. And the others are kind of laughing, and she says, "Don't worry, I'll clean it up." And she just starts like licking it off all over your body.
Okay.
What is your
Empathy.
appearance? They don't care if you're a sensitive male right now.
Attractiveness 6.
Okay.
That's what you were asking for, right?
Yes. ATTR.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, after that point, she just gets a hold of your shirt and she says, "I think we just need to get this off of you. Why don't you just follow me?" And proceeds to like pull you to go off into one of the back rooms.
Sure.
That didn't take long. Like Stolas isn't even drunk yet, and he sees Visions already getting action, just like going off. He's just like, what is happening?
All up for me.
Sometimes you just got to go with the flow,
Yep.
That's how you end up swimming in synth coke. It's amazing.
Yep.
Alrighty. So over the mic and into Stolas's little ears, Maury goes, "So there was a purpose to this party last time I looked."
Oh, is Bench Press around?
She is, yes.
Did I reattach?
You did not.
Wow.
I thought you were prepared for this party.
He will go out to his. Do these units have a garage?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't use it for your car. You've got band stuff and whatnot in there.
He will reattach in the garage and go and find.
All right. So you guys, there's stuff going on pretty much anywhere. Just think of an 80s movie, Animal House style. Like there's just something going on. Either people sitting and having a drink, enjoying music, people doing drugs, disappearing into back rooms. Like anything you could think of just about is actually happening right now. Bench Press is out in the middle of the living room area, which all the furniture has been pushed off to the side to give maximum amount of room. They have brought this overweight guy here. And what I mean overweight, like he eats probably too well. Which is probably a really bad thing given the fact that in Cyberpunk, if you got the money, almost all of that is fixable. Within a day or two. So he's probably willingly let himself go. He's wearing different colors though. So he's not part of the Quins, but he has a shirt on that says "wait." And Bench Press is just doing this like no problem above her head, just like gorilla pressing him over and over again. He looks a little alarmed. Some of the Quins and other people there are counting it off. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a test of strength,
Right.
but abusive.
Skulls is going to go up to that and join in on the counting to see how far she goes before she puts him down.
Okay. She gets up to a good 30, bench pressing this big overweight guy, and then ends up dropping him down. Those of you who are here, go ahead and give me an intelligence and general knowledge roll.
Intelligence and general.
Did I make it to the party?
Yeah.
Already.
Okay.
Intelligence
10.
and what?
General knowledge.
General knowledge.
Okay.
I got a mighty 10.
Where's my general knowledge?
On your sheet.
14.
Under intelligence.
Yep. Steve rolled. Rrr.
At -4 if you don't have any points.
I'm not quite. Oh, that's Dale. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled
I see.
2 R's. No wonder it didn't work. Okay.
That's why I said you
19.
rolled. Rrr.
Yeah, I looked at it for a second and it just didn't dawn on me. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so I've got a 10, and I add that to my 10, so I've got 20.
You can re-roll that,
You rolled
can't
again.
you? Because
Mhm.
you rolled a 10.
Okay.
I got an 18.
I got an 8.
Another 10. I've now rolled.
2 10s. So far.
Keep on rolling.
Dude.
I don't want to use up all my 10s, Jerome.
Okay, not that it
I'll
works
stop
that
at
way,
30.
but okay.
Oh, now I gotta know.
No, I'm not doing it.
This guy is actually wearing RL colors.
Oh, shit.
Specifically, he's Porkins
Oh.
from episode 4.
In Stolas's house. Oh, shit. Oh, I hope they bought plastic to put down on the floor and take them away in.
So
I don't have issue with RL.
that of course is going on. You know what, Visions?
Yes.
I need you to roll. Speaking of which, you shouldn't have been rolling for intelligence and general knowledge. You're busy.
Understood.
You should be you should be rolling body and endurance.
All right. Body and endurance. Body is equal to. And my endurance is. Okay. Mm. 23.
Well, you rolled a 10. You get to roll. again.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
He didn't roll a 10.
Oh,
We did.
Nope, he rolled 8 plus 5. Oh no, actually, I see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
13. Yeah, I could roll to 10.
28.
Nice.
Oh, man. I hope we
Guess
have
he's
no
doing
combat
well.
tonight.
So you hear some laughter in the background, and the next thing you hear is a record scratch, and you hear Bonanza theme starts playing in the background.
Nice.
It is loud, so it is masking the activities that you have in the room right now. So
Maury just kind of looks over at Ghost and goes,
I mean, good for him, I guess. But I mean, did you see bench press? That's impressive.
Maury just looks over at Ghost and goes, I try to temper what I look at when you're around, babe.
She's lifting a dude that's like 3 times her size? 4? I can't even tell from here. That's Stolas' girlfriend.
Well, that explains a lot, don't you think?
That's true.
Stolas, your kitchen countertop is looks like something. What the heck is his name?
Oh, I know what you're trying to. Jackson Pollock? No.
No.
That was my first.
Oh, I expected that.
Oh gosh, don't touch
Oh,
anything.
Tony Montana.
The pharmacy's open, Doc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your kitchen counter looks like something that Tony Montana would probably bury his face in.
Oh boy.
I'm good. I'm sticking with this stuff.
Are you sure?
I'm quite sure.
Not just yet. You're not.
No.
You need to give me a cool check and resist drugs.
I have been clean and sober.
For about 3 weeks.
Maybe you should not throw parties.
That counts. I'm using 3 points of luck on this.
Good man.
You said resist drugs.
Yep.
Plus
Cool and resist drugs.
14, 22, Plus 3, 25.
All right, Stolas is trying to beat. So, team, take note. Stolas, very clearly, his eyes see it. His eyes get chibi for a second, and he kind of turns away for a moment and pays attention to whatever hit he's taking from a cigarette or a drink or whatever, and he says no.
And
A little tear
Octavia-
forms in Skull's eye.
Yeah, Octavia
Only
will
one.
come over and kind of wrap an arm around his shoulder.
But you say
Proud
take a
of you.
hit. It's like,
Amori just drops his
It's a
gaze to
what,
about
though?
where Stolas' waist is. Yep. Okay.
you think it was the dinosaurs? Is that what cut him off?
Well, I don't think it was the dinosaurs so much as the inaccessibility.
I don't know if it was inaccessibility. It's accessible right now.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
No, I think
Well,
it was the dinosaurs.
He's not seeing the guy on the motorcycle anymore. So
Hey. Let's not get carried away.
Hey, just because you didn't see him doesn't mean he wasn't there.
he wasn't there.
So bench press at this point, sees that you're all talking or whatnot, and she just walks right up to Stolas and claims him with a gigantic handful of one butt cheek.
Yeah, Octavia will let go of his shoulders and kind of take a step back, so she doesn't accidentally get.
And
that
she says,
grab.
and she says, "Well, it was about time you got here, honey. This is your party after all."
I stopped to pick up some more booze while on my way here. And some wine to placate the neighbors.
Well, isn't that conscientious of ya?
I just don't want to have to pay out HOA fees.
Oh, HOA fees. What are they going to do? Try and evict you? And she kind of does that, smacks her hand to her fist.
No, the lady who lives across the street fought in the third Cyber Wars. She'll come over here and she'll start shooting.
Yeah, that's up until she gets an eyeful of that mound we got there in the corner. Trust me, she'll be happy. She'll be happy for a week. And she looks around all to the rest of the team, and she's like, "If any of you want to take a hit, go right on ahead. It's freebies."
We
Thanks,
thank
I'm
you.
good.
We were wondering, Bench Press, do you do freelance?
And she kind of looks around and she leans into Stolas real quick and she says, "I'm not into the group thing. Is that what your friends are talking about?"
They're talking about the custom cyberware.
Oh, that was more script kiddie stuff.
No, I was meaning, do you work on the site outside of what you do for the Quints?
Oh, sure. On occasion, yeah, I do some things. Why?
We've got a really big job sitting on the burner that we're trying to determine whether or not we want to take. And it involves some heavy hitters. And so we're looking to probably double the crew that we have if we take the job on. And we're talking to some other people, but we figured we'd mention it to you because we think pretty highly of you.
It's not because of my height. I am kind of tall.
Yeah, Maury just kind of looks over his shoulder and goes, "It's not really any criteria we pay attention to. Trust me."
It doesn't hurt though.
Part of my criteria.
So yeah, I mean, she looks around as you look back at Ghost. She looks over at Ghost and raises her eyebrows.
Just like, what? Don't pick me up. Oh no. She says, "Oh well, sure. Why don't you just send me the deets and I'll take a look see once the party's over."
Okay. Thank you very much, Benfris. Always a pleasure.
Oh sure. And she grabs Stolas forcefully, by the shirt. It's very clear who wears the pants in that relationship. And she says, "There's some activity in the bedroom we need to investigate."
Oh, Yes, there is.
Okay. So anyhow,
So they disappear into the bedroom, and Stolas, Visions, and another Quinn is in there at this point. Like your bed is just jacked. Like they're like the sheets and pillows. Like it's like it's like a personnel grenade just went off in here, and it's a mess. Thankfully, it's not like a lot of broken stuff, but like clothing's thrown around, and it's seriously active. And at that point, Bench Press looks to the other Quinn that's there and holds out her hand. And they tag team, and she says, "All right, we're in." And it all fades to black in Stolas' bedroom.
all righty.
I
I'm
think
gonna.
Octavia is going to like stick real close to Sam.
Sam is not opposed to getting a little bit involved. Not with the drugs, but like
Some drinking.
you might find her in a corner
Sure. Okay.
with a Quinn or someone else. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Maury's going to send the details with his notes off to Bench Press, and then he's going to look over at Ghost and go, "I don't know that we need to be here, babe. I think we can take this party elsewhere."
All right, one more beer. Let me go.
Okay.
Then there's a knock at the door.
I'll get it.
Sorry, Doc. You're on the clock. I'm busy.
All right. So yeah, Skulls goes over and sees who it is.
Okay. So you open up the door. This guy looks like he's about 6'7", and he has the build and hair of Peter Steele.
Ooh. Boy, it's been a long time since I heard that name.
Typo negative.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew Callie would pick that up real quick.
Tapper, tapper, tapper. Whoa.
And so
Okay.
he's
But does he sound like Peter Steele? That's
Yeah,
that's
Peter Steele is pretty impressive.
yeah, he does. And he has no shirt on underneath, but he has like a leather jacket that clearly has like some armor plating and and whatnot to it. And he looks to you for a second, and he's like, "Sup, Skulls?"
Do I recognize him from anywhere? Like
No.
I would know who he is?
No.
Okay.
He clearly knows you, but yeah, you're
Okay. So like, hey there, you got me at a disadvantage, Choom. You know me, I don't know you. What's your handle?
he says, "You called for assistance. I'm Anthrax."
Oh, hey, Anthrax. All right, from Shadow Mountain then, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Is it just you? Or should I expect somebody else to be hopping out of a car or something?
No, it's me.
All right. Hey, come on in. Let's discuss what's going on, man.
So he comes walking. He's like looking around. He says, "Didn't know you partied with the Quinns."
Yeah, we've got kind of a liaison that's really good. It's our connect, But anyway, yeah, help yourself to whatever you want. The stuff on the bar is kind of strong. I would not recommend that entirely, but yeah, you want to eat or drink, have at it, and we'll explain what's going on.
So he's like looking around a second, just kind of taking a gander of everything, and he sees Sam in the corner, with a Quinn. They're making idle talk and occasional like touchy feely sort of thing. Nothing like like what is going on in the other room. And then like there's that record scratch moment with. Did you pull up his picture? Okay, yeah. So both Sam and the Quinn are kind of like, and he just looks at them both, and he's like, "Sup?"
Sam will give him a little wink.
So he reaches over and just grabs a drink. It doesn't matter really what it was, and finishes it off, and he just starts approaching those two.
Huh. So then Skull's just be like, you know what? I'll let him talk for a few minutes anyway, and he'll just go off and look for something else to do.
Okay. Yeah. So he places his very large arm on the side, kind of goes in between the Quinn and Sam, and he says, "How's it going?"
Yeah.
Somewhere Amori's taping Sam's uncomfortable moments.
You friends with Stolas?
This is his house?
Yep.
No.
Friends with the Quinns?
And he kind of, he looks like the Quinn that you were with is now looking a little hopeful with that question. And he says, could be. He says, hey, aren't you that Hollow Point girl?
Oh, you're a customer, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Gotta make ends meet.
Fair enough. He says, one of the three of us make ends meet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as soon as you start mulling that over, the Quinn that you're with gives you a look like you can't
Don't
seriously be
screw this
processed.
up
Yeah.
for me.
Don't screw this up. Like somehow in this exchange, you became the wing woman to her, sort of thing like
She must not have many opportunities outside the club.
Give me an intelligence and general knowledge check.
Way too funny. Oh.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
All right. For some reason, I mean, when you look at her, she looks like she should probably be pretty established, but she's kind of shy.
Here.
So, yeah, kind of weird.
Didn't know Quinns came that way.
And she's just, and she kind of, fidgets a little and plays with her hair. And he's like, why don't we go find another room?
Were we given the tour? How many bedrooms does this place have?
Hey, it's definitely got more than one.
Okay.
And a basement.
I didn't want to it's probably
It has
bit
two.
busy than the other one. Okay.
It has two.
I guess we'll go check out the other one.
Okay. So, he places the Quinn's hand on your hand, and then with his hand takes you both. And walks with you off into the other room.
Interesting.
And fades to black. Sorry, Doc.
So, Octavia, as you are kind of uncomfortably noticing the rest of your squad starting to vanish, from the door that Stolas disappeared in, you hear a really loud wham, like a poof.
She's gonna kind of look that way, but she's not going to get anywhere close to the door.
Sure. Why don't you give me an intelligence and awareness notice check?
Sorry, had to find it on my sheet.
Oh, you're fine.
Um, 22.
All right. So as it kind of shocked you, and you keep your eye out there for a second, obviously not opening the door, but keeping your eye on it, you can get the impression. Well, there is a faint impression of a body having been slammed up against the door. So it's
Is it vision size?
Vision and Stolas are too close to tell. It's definitely not bench press size.
Yeah, she's going to look and see if she can catch Skull's attention.
Yeah, Skulls is not partaking in the party a whole lot. He seems to be kind of judiciously keeping an eye on stuff. His med techie thing kind of kicking in, going like, okay, I probably need to stay at least enough alert in case somebody, ODs.
He's
So
chaperone.
if he looks her direction, she's going to point at the indented door.
So he'll notice that he'll walk over, look down the hallway, like, oh, yeah, they're having fun.
I don't know.
I mean, you don't want to? You don't know what's going on? What do you mean you don't want to know? You don't know what's going on in there?
No, I know what's going on. I just don't want to know what's going on.
Be right back.
And as you guys are kind of bantering back and forth, you hear from behind that door,
Huh.
That sounds familiar. Why?
Yeah, no, I think I know what's going on now, but yeah, I'll just kind of leave you in the dark since that's clearly what you want. That's what you said.
Okay, no, I have to know what's going on.
You said you did not want
Skulls?
to know.
What's going on?
They're role playing.
Smart.
Oh, I so did not want to know.
You just,
I know.
and
some BODs,
and then
their
you
problem.
and then you hear Visions shout from inside, "That's not true! It's impossible!"
Wow, they're doing the whole scene. They're doing the whole scene.
I need a drink.
Yeah, you know what? Me too. Let's do that.
You guys are like Star Wars wrecked forever.
You'd expect that from the RLs. I didn't think
Right,
you
yeah.
hear it from the Quins.
Why are we here again?
Well, we've got to make sure that we're friendly with the Quins because they've been helping us out a lot, and we wanted to get bench press on our team. Seems like she's amenable, but yeah, I guess we'll see. I think Amora is sending her details.
I mean, she's at the moment really attached to Stolas, I'm sure.
Depends where
So
they
we
are
had
on the
to
scene.
Yes.
we have to endure all this to get
Not wrong.
bench press to work with us.
I mean,
Or just look at a ghost going endure.
I mean, technically, you don't have to be here. That's fine. I'm going to be here because I don't want Stolas to lose all of his progress, and there's like a Mount Everest of addictive substance on his kitchen counter. So
And then
yeah, I'm just gonna.
Right in the middle of you guys talking, you hear Stolas yell out, "My cape is purple!"
Well, what is what?
Okay, I need some fresh air. I am going to go outside.
Right.
And she's
Oh,
going
that's
to
where
lock
tiny aprons.
the door.
Really needs soundproofing in his rooms.
No, I don't.
Just like over, just turn the music up a little bit more.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep, no problem.
Not loud enough.
It's on right now. It's on some Marilyn Manson Sweet Dreams. So
There we go.
kind of turn it up a little bit more. It's got some rockier edge, slow to it, kind of help drown everything out.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, Ghost will just be dancing.
Sure. And then as Amori and Ghost are dancing, there's a chime on Amori's phone.
Where he keeps dancing and pops his arm up to take a look at whatever is going on.
Sure. It was from Bench Press, and she gave you a thumbs up emoji.
All right. All right. So that gives us that. And
Ghost will
that.
laugh and be like, "Did she just read that?"
Yeah.
Poor someone.
He turns around and he's still dancing with Ghost, and he just holds his arm and goes like, "She read all the files."
Yeah. Huh.
At about that point, you'd probably notice Skulls making his way over to you two dancing, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, by the way, if you saw that guy, the giant from Shadow Mountain, yeah, he's on our side. He's going to be helping us out after, he's done."
I'll take his arm and like show the thumbs up, like, "Hey, look, she read the files. She said she's in."
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so we have increased our crew temporarily by 2. That's great.
Yeah. Well, we'll hear from the Molnars probably tomorrow morning, maybe tonight. They were out. So
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. I'll be trying to figure out plans of attack as best I can to see how we can go about getting them. If we decide to go that route, I think we can. We just have to be smart about it.
Yeah. And speaking of that, while I have you in talking range, Ghost, and how do you feel about taking a spotter and picking off a team?
Like, go snipe out one of their scav teams.
They've got some scouts sitting on 87 that need to.
Let's do it. Am I going to do it quietly, or am I using the big gun?
Well, that's why we're having this conversation. If you take the big gun and do it, I need to give you a guy with a hot ride, so you can burn rubber out of there when it's done, because that's in someone else's domain, and I'm pretty sure they're in the skiv's pockets. So would not be good to just be cool on the scene.
Skulls gets a text. Whoop.
Pulls out his phone, takes a look.
Okay, from a number you don't recognize. It says
The
hot
tank
ride.
doesn't move very fast, but it does have a big gun.
Sorry, what was that, Jerome?
I said it's from a text or a number you don't recognize, but it says hot ride.
Hot ride.
Someone's heard our conversation.
Yeah, so he looks up and he's taking a look around to see if somebody is looking at him right now.
And the music is louder at this point to drown out some of the stuff in the background. So somebody would have to have some enhanced hearing to probably pick up on that, or spine directly into your software and whatnot. But that would be that'd be a little stupid for a party.
Right. So he responds, "New phone, who dis?" And he
Right on. New phone, who dis?
Oh my, good going, Doc.
So you end up seeing you see a hastily taken selfie at this point, which you think is like the upper half and back of Sam.
Oh.
He's like, we can discuss later. Let me know when you're actually available. Sen.
Thumbs up.
Boy.
Wow. So many innuendos, so little time.
Can't people just party and party? How business?
Yes, okay. Before he puts everything away, having got his subtle reminder.
So the door to the main bedroom slowly starts to creak open, and the RL guy starts walking out.
He's alive. Good.
And he, like, his hair is just all like all over the place. He has tidy whities on, and that's it. And even those are kind of like hastily thrown on, sort of thing. He's just kind of like looking around and is in like a complete daze, and is not walking well.
I look over like, wait, where did he come from?
Yeah.
Octavia,
Hey, Doc.
comes in, and as soon as she sees that, she turns around and goes right back outside.
Okay.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
This
Why
is
don't we
doing
get the
that.
man a taxi and send him back to RL territory?
Yeah. Jerome, the RLs, are they the ones that are actually still around, or
Yeah.
are they okay?
They are still around. Yep.
Okay. Like, I don't know if I want to, squash their fun. They might be pissed that I do that. Let's go the Quins.
They are the Quins. However,
Yeah.
it's Stolas' apartment, and we can't have an RL dying here.
Fair point. Goes ahead and calls a taxi service or something for the RL guy.
Okay.
Amori makes sure he gets a picture of who it is, in case the guy goes missing.
1 second. So he, so as you go ahead and make the call, and he walks over to like that mound and just kind of holds down one nostril, sort of thing. Goes, takes up some of it, and I mean he's got the mustache and whatnot, but he's clearly hot and sweaty, and so it's just some, he's got some on his nose.
Yeah.
And he just kind of walks over and he throws his arm onto Skulls, like as you're actually getting him the ride, and he just says, "Red 2 standing by."
Yeah, Red. You know what? Let me just get you to your ride, man. I hear you. Let's get you home. And he goes ahead and walks him over to the ride that's pulling up.
Okay, so he grabs one of Stolas' coats just like by happenstance, and like tries putting it on. It doesn't fit completely, so he's kind of, big man and little coating it like from SNL. And of course the right, since where it's at is in Corpo area, like the ride gets there pretty darn quick, and it is a hover car.
Woohoo.
So it's an Aerodyne. And of course he's looking out, and he looks at you for a second as he looks at the ride, and he gives you a hard slap on the back, like a couple of them, because he clearly doesn't know his strength at this point. He's like, "Hey man, thanks." Because
Sure thing.
at least in his stupor, he recognizes it's a sweet ride,
Yeah.
So he kind of walks out there, and the guy looks at him, and he's like, "Oh man." And he just falls into the back seat, and he's like, where am I taking this guy?
Yeah. So if I were to tell you RL territory, would you know what I meant?
Sort of. Do you have a spot I can drop him off? I don't want to just put him in a street corner someplace.
Let's see. Would Skulls have that knowledge?
Somebody did actually go to that bar way towards the very beginning.
The RLs. Okay.
I just don't remember who did.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which. See, that bar was. Let's see, location.
What was the name of the bar, Jerome? Out of game, so I can.
Oh, that's wrong. Text file.
Places.
Let me see if I've got that here. Hold on a second. That's not what I'm looking for.
Because I remember, but I don't know that.
Been to the Steel Spur, but that's in Razor's Edge territory.
Yeah, that's not it.
Okay.
I'm positive somebody's been there, but I don't have the note. Yeah, unfortunately, no. It was really towards the very beginning.
Okay.
So you would actually be going to Mos Eisley.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like, you know where Mos Eisley is?
This isn't a joke, right?
Not a joke. They got a whole theme going on there.
No, I know. All right.
Yeah.
That's, and you see the total on the rides that you call shift suddenly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just doubled in price. So if you end up giving them 100 credits, you're good.
Okay. I'll go ahead and give him 150 because I know he's going into weird territory.
Right. Okay. So he just, all right. He sees that, and the guy mutters something from the back seat, and it's like, yeah, taking you home. And just kind of lifts up and takes off into the sky.
All right. There. Okay, one saved, and he heads back inside.
Yeah, at this point, Octavia will follow him in, hoping that it's safe.
Okay.
No, not a bit.
So there, as you guys go walking in, at one point the door to the main bedroom was starting to come open because it pulls open on the inside, and then you end up hearing it. I would walk 500 miles, and it gets shut again.
Wow, that they're doing a marathon.
And eventually the other bedroom, it's actually down a hallway where like the restrooms are at, and another more closet space and whatnot, but leads into the kitchen area. And that one comes open, and you see at this point Anthrax walking back out in nothing but boxer shorts. And when he walks in to the living room, he just takes a giant stretch, just sort of thing, just letting everything go. Sam, why don't you give me a body and endurance check?
Oh yeah, that's just being real polite, Jerome.
Was that new guy? The new guy that walked out?
Yep, the Peter Steele guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I posted pictures in Discord. So you can see. My toddler just ran in and stole my Yoshi.
21.
You got a 21?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 10.
Oh, nice.
Good save.
People are doing pretty good with rolls tonight.
Don't jinx it.
Must have been all that complaining George was doing last time.
And I said, please be nice,
Callie.
dice. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Dice are really good.
That's right.
Okay, thanks.
New phone. Who dis?
Yeah.
Well, nice, please. Okay, thanks.
So, Sam, you are picking yourself up, but you are quivering like Jello at this point. Like, that was something else. You weren't expecting it, and with another girl involved as well. And she's just kind of laying there, and she just looks up at you and she says, "I'm Alicia."
Sam.
Oh my.
So she wasn't nearly as durable as you were, so she just kind of, gently like takes her hand and kind of pats your shoulder, and she's like, I'm gonna take about 5 of 10, if that's okay.
Sure. Take all the time you need.
And she like reaches underneath her head, sort of thing, and pulls out your top, which was underneath her head and on a pillow, sort of thing. So she like takes a moment, just kind of weakly hands it back to you.
I'm probably gonna wait a couple of minutes before putting myself back together.
Sure.
And then eventually will make my way back out.
So Anthrax walks over to Skulls at this point, and he says, "So, when's the thing?"
Thing's gonna be tomorrow. Speaking of which, what's your specialty, man? What can you do? That way we know how to put you in the team.
Oh, right. I worked for the outskirts of Night City, population control.
Okay. Gotcha. So, you work better up close and personal, ranged? Does it matter?
Kind of takes a moment, looks back down the hallway, and looks back to you. And he says, "No, either's fine."
Okay. Gotcha. Let me introduce you to my leader over here. Hey, Amore, you want to meet Anthrax? Come on over.
Amore looks down at Ghost and goes, "Babe, don't shoot me. It's more business. I'll be back."
You're muted, Callie.
I'm like, no, I'll follow. She'll follow. She's like, fine, let's just get it over with.
Okay.
She'll like swap, she'll like put her beer bottle down and grab another one. All right, let's
Okay.
go.
Amore walks over and looks up at Anthrax and goes, "Looking good. Got some hard hits we need to make. 4 modded out vehicles, strong point warehouse, some spotters that need to fall, and a hijacked vehicle we'd like to remove from the threat zone." So
Yeah, I kind of tuned out at Kill Scavs.
okay.
So just to let you know,
Is that what you do?
when the opportunity arises, yeah.
All right.
Cool. You packing enough heat, or you need something else?
So he kind of turns, he looks back down the hallway again, and he looks back and he says, "No, I'm good."
Okay.
Cool, more grenades for me.
So, you want eddies or you want loot? What you looking for in the way of pay?
Oh no, I'm taken care of.
Oh, okay. But if we throw something your way, it'd be okay. I don't want to offend you. Just
I was expecting him to look down the hallway
Yeah,
again.
so I mean, yeah, so I mean, so I mean, at that point, he looks over at Ghost. He says, "I didn't know you were offering."
oh no.
Ghost just gives him like the like seafarer stare, like just the no, you're not phasing me, and I will shoot you from a distance. And then she just smiles.
Yeah.
But it's not very nice.
No, that's fine. And he's just like, hot.
Yep. She's a little bit hard, but in any case, she's a
So
good
just
sniper.
make an ass out of you and dead.
Where he just kind of shakes his head, goes like, "I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna let her run." He goes, anyhow. What type of ride do you have?
Military style vehicle. Why?
We've got some spotters we'd like to remove, and if you've got a really good ride, I'll hook you up with Ghost, and she'll take them out from a distance, and you can just roll in up behind us as we hit the warehouse.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because we're pretty sure that the group that they're operating in is well aware of their activities, and so they're probably going to react poorly to the fact that we wiped the scout team off.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Okay. All righty. That'll take care of that. And maybe Skulls, if we could get some information on where that van was running, I could vector them to take that out as well if we come up with it. But we'll see what we can do about that later.
Right. Okay.
All righty. Pleased to meet you, Anthrax. And do you need a place to crash out, or are you good?
So he just looks around. He says, "No, I'm good."
All righty. So we got Harlequin, we got Anthrax. I'm waiting to hear from the Molnars. Once I hear from them, we'll figure out how we want it to play.
Got it.
Okay, Stolas and Visions. Why don't you go ahead and both give me endurance and body checks? And Davey vanishes. Oh no!
His endurance didn't keep up.
Yeah.
Failed his endurance roll.
He's clicking his life alert bracelet. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh God.
14.
Oh no, I wasn't far off.
Oh no.
And so you got a 14, Justin?
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay.
It does not sound like the first time she snooze-snooed me into submission.
Yeah, so Stolas and Visions, you know things about one another you did not know about each other prior to tonight. Bench Press knows things about all of you that you didn't know prior to tonight. It kind of blurred into one passionate, scary, dark, just haze at some point. But when you two finally come around, you're laying kind of crisscrossed on one another, and you, like, your muscles don't even want to respond. You're just like completely wore out. Like at one point, you know, like Visions, you kind of look over at Stolas. It's his house. You're expecting him to take lead. He's probably used to all this before, so you're almost looking to him to take lead here at this point. And Stolas just kind of gives you that look like, you first, sort of thing. Like, but he can't even vocalize it. He's just kind of like looking at you like, you know, and so then you give him the look, sort of
Not
thing.
Not the first time, won't be the last time look.
Yep. And Bench Press comes, you know, walking out at this point. You know, and she's just like, she kind of stretches like she's refreshed, and takes a moment to put her face in the sink and, you know, wash off.
If I catch her eye, I'll just mouth, "Is he alive?"
And she kind of looks for a second. She says, "Oh, I should probably check." And she goes walking back in there.
Look at more. I was kidding, but
Oh.
And so she comes. So she comes walking back out, and she says, "Well, he groaned something, so that's usually a good sign."
Okay.
Is there water at this party too?
Oh, I'm from the sink, yeah.
And it's clean water.
Okay.
Yep, that would be true. It's got one
so
of those
when-
Brita filter things like right next to it.
So when Sam comes out, she'll have on enough clothes to be like presentable, but like not all of the accessories that she was wearing previously.
Sure.
And she's probably not wearing shoes.
Yep, and she's moving
And,
slow.
And she'll kind of lean on the counter and like chug some water.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Moray's just looking around and he's looking at Ghost and he's laughing his ass off. Babe, you realize how much good video I've got out of this now? There will be no more comments about the noises coming from our room.
this is true. I think the team needed it.
It's been libido freeing.
True. Well, we did have a lot of people shooting at us lately. No.
And let's not forget the reptilian.
Adventure. Oh yeah, regrowing limbs. Yeah, that's brush with death that has teeth, kind of, and lasers, invisible lasers, kind of just does something, I guess.
The more he looks down
I
at
don't
where his
know.
arm was burned through, like, yeah, I do remember that wound. Alrighty. At this point, I will walk into Stolas's bedroom,
Okay.
take one look,
They're-
smile,
They are completely naked, laying across each other.
take a few shots, yell back down the hallway, Doc, go find that bucket in the garage and fill it with cold water and bring it in here.
Got it.
Oh, that's mean. Oh,
Looking for a bucket. Getting cold water.
There, you found a basket.
Nice.
Yeah, Octavia's having another drink.
Okay.
And Maury will just stand there and slowly pour the cold water over the pair of them.
Okay. I mean, you pour it over them. They're visibly shaking, but they can't move. they're just like I mean, like they would if they could, right? But they're just like, but it just makes them quiver more, sort of thing. Just
You'll pick whoever's on the top off and just kind of grab them by the armpits
visions.
and drag them down the hallway into the bathroom, turn
Okay.
the cold shower on,
Oh,
stick them in the shower,
Thank
Okay.
you so much. Yeah.
and I'll make sure his head hangs over the edge so he doesn't drown in the water.
Visions, why don't you go ahead and give me another body and endurance check?
is the bathroom attached to the bedroom or is it across the hall?
No, it's attached to the bedroom.
Okay, I didn't know if we're just carting them across. Excuse us.
Yeah,
If I
yeah, because I was going to
more
say, are we
profound,
seeing
I have
one or
an
two butt
attached-
cheeks?
I rolled a
You mean
1.
2 or 4?
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Wow. So roll a d10 again.
Oh my goodness.
9.
Oh,
Good night.
okay.
That is no bueno.
So at this point, you hit Visions with cold water. You've already hit him with ice water, and now you're hitting him with more, and he just passes right out.
Yeah.
Complete dead weight in your hands.
Okay. I make sure the top half of the body is draped over the tub and leave the rest of it in the tub
Okay.
because I sure as heck, yeah, he needs to be clean. At least some clean.
Sure. Stolas, you're kind of laying there, and your bed is all kinds of funky now. Funky from activity and really funky from that water being dumped all over. You're going to have to set your mattress out to well, you're probably going to have it professionally cleaned. But even if you don't, it's going to have to go outside or something to air out because there was just too much water.
That's just nasty.
And then I'll collect Stolas.
Stolas, go ahead and give me another endurance and body check.
I'm gonna use the last 2 points of my luck.
Okay.
Is Betty White coming out of her house by now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What time is it?
16.
Okay. So you're starting to recover at this point.
Set me down.
You have to step over Visions, who is draped over your bathtub at this point.
Maury just continues what he's doing, places Stolas in the tub, makes sure he gets under the cold water, then turns it over to lukewarm and goes, dude, this was great. You have no idea how much I appreciate this party. And smiling, and Maury walks out of the room. He'd have paid for this party if he knew what was the result was going to be.
No, you didn't help him
What
out
is
of
this,
goodness of your heart.
20,
You recorded that, didn't you?
2010? Yeah.
What do you say?
He mumbles, "What is this, 2010?"
Oh, yeah.
If he once he can move, he's gonna get out and he's gonna find himself a joint and smoke it.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Visions eventually starts to come around. You're getting dressed though, right, Stolas?
Yeah, he puts.
Okay.
Now he would have seen it, but he has ritual stars all over his chest. But he'll put on a pair of loose pants and a shirt when he walks out.
Okay.
Well, Memorial will tell Doc he probably needs to go check on Vision. He's looking a little the worse for wear.
Oh boy. All right.
I mean-
Here we go.
First time around with her, she's gonna wear you out.
You know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Skulls goes to check on Vision.
Bet you're glad you joined this team. So,
You look like you've had some fun too. Beer?
yeah.
He'll go and he'll grab her a beer and he'll pop the tops off to him.
Okay. So,
Am I
Skulls,
back? Yeah.
as you start checking over Visions, it looks like he mostly has like a bad case of fatigue.
Okay.
There is, of course, and Stolas to match, inappropriate bruising on his body.
Oh no.
I'm being polite when I'm saying some of this stuff.
Right.
Obviously, his hair completely messed up and sopping wet. At this point, and even when he's starting to recover, like he has the fatigue shakes, like it's hard for him to move around, just like Stolas.
Yeah.
There was just too much strenuous activity all at once, and now the body is trying to catch up to it.
Yeah. I'll get him like a towel to make sure he's got something, and I'll even help him like get a more comfortable position so he's not like just kind of stuck there with his lack of energy there, and be like, hey, yeah, that's you went through a lot. How are you doing there, champ?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine.
All right. Any substances you took that I should know about? Make sure I
No.
don't need to pump your stomach.
No,
Okay.
I'm fine. Do
Good.
you have a number to like a therapist?
Oh boy, I'm gonna hate this, but no. But you can talk to me about it. Oh,
I
I'm
think
gonna hate this.
so. There were some things that occurred, and
Not
I'm
right
not
now.
sure if it blurs the line. I'm not really sure.
okay. You know what? You should take some time to think about that, process it. Hopefully, it resolves itself. Really hope that that happens. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna be right outside. If you hurl outside the tub,
Right,
and I'm gonna check on you in 10 minutes to make sure you didn't pass out. Okay?
right.
Okay.
So he'll weekly like give him like a thumbs up or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so as Skulls, you're kind of coaching him and just double checking him and whatnot. The Quinn that took him in there comes walking back out. She's walking stiff-legged and like she went through the ringer as well, and slaps a piece of paper against his chest and then does this and then keeps walking.
Huh. Well, score 1 for Shadow Mountain. Good job, Visions.
Touchdown!
On paper.
On paper?
So,
Does that
Skull-
count for being breaded?
Yeah, exactly. Unbreaded.
So Skulls like tries to take a look at the paper to see if he can tell like what is it like she wrote her phone number down or like
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah, her contact eats.
gotcha.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I'll leave you to it then. Enjoy recuperating and looking at that number.
Yep.
Goes inside the bathroom, closes the door to give him privacy.
Okay, sure. Anybody doing anything else at this point?
I think at this time, Octavia will probably excuse herself. But Visions will have to find a way home since he did ride bitch on the back of her bike. But yeah, she's going to head back to the garage.
Okay.
This is just not her scene.
Memorial, like, just look. We'll take him home. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Well, as the party is finally starting to wrap up, eventually everybody is starting to go home, respectively. Semisonic's closing time begins to play. Closing time.
Yes.
And everybody goes back home, respectively, to wherever it is that they are sleeping at. Stolas, you have to use your guest room because your bed is just unforgivable right now, and
Wow.
you're gonna you're gonna have to put it outside so it can air out at least.
Yeah. I'm gonna make them pay for it. I'm gonna send them the footage.
Oh no! Vision's got the wrong kind of hall pass.
Do they actually go late?
How so? Oh, yeah. I mean, it does end up going by about an hour.
Okay.
Oh.
Nah. Those HOA fees or fines are worth it. At least it's not an all-nighter again.
But early the next morning, you all are waking up in your respective locations.
Nice.
He'll let anyone crash on his couch from our group that wants to crash out here.
I figure
not
everybody
gonna
else
send
went
people-
back to the to Maryville.
He will make it known that if anyone just wants to crash there, they can crash there. That way they don't have to drive home drunk and in a war zone.
So really, the only one you have to worry about then is Visions.
I think Visions would stay and just be like, I need to look for my clothes.
Okay.
And I don't want to do that right now. So
Fair.
I'll catch you guys in the morning.
Okay.
Sam would go back to her place because she wants to take a really hot, really long bath.
Gotcha. With some Doobie Brothers playing in the background.
Maybe.
Yep. You never close your eyes anymore. Or Righteous Brothers, sorry. All right. Well, what is everybody doing from here? You still you're right up on the deadline at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Sam, did you get hold of our friend out of state so he could come make the pickup and take the young lady away?
Oh yeah, Jerome, we would have made arrangements for that. I was supposed to call and tell him when we were ready.
Yep. Me and Dale had a little conversation on that in the chat, and she needs to go anyhow, whether or not we told her we'd send her.
Yeah, I mean, we Skulls would have already done all the disassembly.
Yeah, we had everything we need. There was no problem keeping her, and she just becomes a liability if we keep her. Even if we blow the op, we keep our word. We'd send her away. We send her away.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so how do you want us to play that, Jerome?
If you're just making the call when you wake up, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll start off with that. And we've taken care of the two outside things basically. Ghost and Anthrax are going to do this, remove the scout things, which will simplify things no matter how the traffic goes.
Mhm.
And if we can vector them to take out the van, then we'll try doing that with that. Otherwise, we'll have to deal with the van if it shows up. As far as the rest, we don't have a feel for what Harlequin is going to do, so I need for my good buddy Stolas to wake up and call his girlfriend and go, "What are you bringing to the party, sweetheart?"
He does need to reach out to the bench press, anyways. Did she stay the night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a thing today. Are you available this morning to do the net running?
Yeah. So she stretches and, almost falls off the bed. And she says, "Well, I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing anyways. Unless you wanted me to take advantage of that little Visions boy that you brought over."
No, I think he needs to have his legs in shape to drive today. He'll zip back over. She's coming with us. Can we disable this thing for the day? That way it doesn't go off in the middle of the job.
Well, yeah. So she says, "Sure." She just grabs and takes it off. Tosses it off the side into the room.
That works too. Coffee?
She says, "Oh no, I'm fine." "Hey, sweet cheeks, you want anything to drink?"
You got coffee?
Gotcha, buddy.
Thanks.
Gotcha, Joe. And he'll go and make coffee.
Oh my.
Suddenly, Stolas and Visions are like stepbrothers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I thought that phrase was Eskimo brothers.
Excuse me. Moriel, check and see. Has he heard anything from the Molnar clan?
They did end up messaging you. They can't spare anybody for the operation specifically because it's just too soon. What they can do, however, is set up, which they're doing ahead of time just in case you need it, on the east side of town from where that's at, like going away from it towards the mountain. They've given you a location of a place they're going to booby trap. So if you need to shake somebody off your tail, go that way and lead them through that.
Okay, cool. He's going to enter it into Ghost database and Visions because they're normally our drivers.
Okay.
And so, guys, if we need to, start running, head here and make sure they know the layouts for what they're supposed to do and all the rest of it. And he'll give them if I am not available, he's going to give Doc and Ghost his Molnar contact. So this is who you call and say, "Hey, we're heading towards the ambush site." Okay?
Got it.
That way, at least someone should survive with the right info. And other than that, I can't think of anything offhand. Vision, you can drive the big vehicle, right?
Yep, sure can.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, because we're going to let Ghost go with Anthrax and take out the scouts.
Okay.
We want them removed no matter what. And then if we have a location for that lovely vehicle, actually, With
Are
this,
you wanting the pork chop as well?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking. I'm thinking we need to hit that facility hard really quickly, and we'll see how that plays out. But in actuality, we need to be able to move through that territory unmolested, at least for the attack. So,
Octavia, I'm gonna need you on the gun.
yep, gun's going to be talking, and it's going to start talking about. We're not going to get close when we start talking. You're going to be about a block away. It's a big building. I'm relatively sure you should be able to hit it from a block.
Try your best not to completely demolish the whole building, because that will kind of undo what we're trying to do. But do what you can.
I'll try. Are you sure you can drive, Vision?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You didn't wake up with anything mechanical, right?
No.
And at that moment, because you guys are all talking on a communicator, bench press grabs Visions by one of the cheeks, and she says, "Oh, he can certainly drive the big truck. That's all right. Isn't that right, Stolas?"
Oh, fine.
Oh my.
I've got video of it.
Oh,
Lord
my.
have mercy.
Acting like I don't record that stuff.
I didn't realize the group was taking quite that route to financial freedom, but okay.
Sam will come on the comms and say, do you have cameras in all of your house?
No, my eye.
Okay, just never mind.
Which point Amori just chuckles.
I mean, you got up to something. I found your shoes.
Oh. Yeah, I'll
Don't
come by and
expect
get those
judgment
later.
from me. Can I bring
And
coffee?
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
yep.
He'll
I'll just meet
actually-
everybody at the garage.
While he's driving in, he will pick up coffee for everybody.
Okay. Not a problem. Everybody goes back. Your meeting point, I take it, is the garage.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you meet up at the garage there at Maryvale. It is a hot, sunny morning in the combat zone. Not many people out, but there is obviously some foot traffic and activity as people are kind of wandering around. A couple guys with their carts starting to get their scop dogs and whatnot ready to go so they can hopefully start making some of those sweet, sweet eddies.
Yeah, and Octavia, since she would have been the first one at the garage, she would have just given the vehicles one last good look over, make sure everything was working properly, her checklist. And then when everybody gets there, she'll tell them everything's good to go.
All right.
Coffee
I
for
think-
everybody.
Jerome, I meant to ask, and it slipped my mind. Does the city have cameras in it at the intersections?
Yeah.
Or is that?
In the city, yeah. Out in the combat zone, no.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if we can't hack those cameras to see if that van's out and about.
You could certainly try.
That would be a good thing for bench press.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you guys
if we
are,
know it's route, we need to keep an eye out for it.
so as you guys are getting ready, prepping, getting your gear and whatnot, passing out coffee, a police cruiser comes rolling up.
Oh, nice.
So it's got the typical colors of a police cruiser, but it's obviously been modified. and it no longer says like, any sort of police unit on the side.
Guys,
Oh.
we've got company.
Isn't that Anthrax?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at the driver's side since I got telescope.
Yep. So he comes to a stop near the garage, and suicide door kind of opens up.
Ooh, nice.
Oh wow.
And it's Anthrax.
We're all looking at the car. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all
She's
looking at the car.
not at Anthrax. She's looking
Yeah.
at the car.
Car, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Sam's not looking at the car.
Yeah, he comes rolling up. Everybody starts looking at him in the car, but for different reasons or whatnot. And you're doing that. What's his name from American Psycho? You're all.
Yeah. Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale. There you go.
Nice wheels.
Thanks. So he's
What do you
got
got under the engine? I mean, under the hood.
V8.
All right. You worked on it yourself?
Yeah.
Impressive.
So he's got a duffel bag, with him. Just shows it, but he leaves it in the car at this point.
Yep. Okay.
So I heard
Oh.
something about a big truck or something.
Oh,
Ghost will pat the truck she's sitting on.
Okay. All right, so he grabs his gear then. He's wearing a very similar leather jacket, but he's got also, which is custom armor, and leggings and whatnot that's got custom armor as well. Shirt underneath. His long hair is still down, but it's pulled back into a ponytail right now.
Hey, Maury, you want to take his car for the run?
we kind of need the big gun.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He can drive his vehicle. And I'll go with him to go snipe out the scouts.
Right. Yep. No, that was, yeah. Okay. No, that is the plan.
Yep. All right.
And then Visions and I are in the Beast.
Everyone else will be in the Beast because
Okay.
we're not taking soft vehicles to a place where they have better vehicles
Well,
than we do.
Like I said, we also have Pork Chop. I just didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
No,
ready
they've
to
got
go.
4 heavily modded vehicles, and one of the decision-making things is they don't get to those vehicles because that'll make life very unpleasant if we have to deal with them and the building.
Skulls goes, "Hey Sam, have you ever boosted a car before?" Just
Ooh.
on the off chance.
In there and grab one? That's dangerous.
I'm out of character. What would you use for that skill wise?
Basic tech to hotwire.
Because I think she probably has. Her skill's not super big.
Is the
Probably
I mean-
pick lock.
I have before.
Depends on the type of vehicle, but pick lock would help you get past the most regular doors, and a hot wire would be just basic tech.
So you could do us all a big favor by taking the one, sneaking in there, taking the one that looks like it's got the most firepower, or if you have the skill and we have the material, you could set up the other cars to be kind of booby trapped and then take one of them away. That'd also be a good distraction. They're going to see one of their cars suddenly going, and they go, oh no. They try to get in their cars and whoops.
That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? And that would that be demolitions?
For what exactly? making a car go boom.
Yeah.
That would be Latrim.
Latrim.
Because-
Latrim.
Yeah, because they like the cars that go boom.
Ah!
Oh,
I didn't take any points in that.
Oh.
the cars that go boom.
It's an
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I might as well give it a try.
But yes, you would
don't
need
me anywhere
demolitions.
else.
You need demolitions if you were going to set explosives of any kind.
Oh, I don't have demo, but I could.
Thought I
try
couldn't
the,
get Octavia a stealth suit because she'd be the one to go.
Oh, I can
Modify
help you out
those.
with that. He'll hand over a code decryptor and a tech toolkit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one of those stealth suits. That would be nice.
She knows cars and she knows tech.
And if we can find, so we've got that going on, possibly awesome. And then the ride, the van. If the Molinars have set up that booby trap, why don't we just use that? Why don't we just like make sure they run into it and then abandon them? They're not going to make it to the rest of the fight because they're going to be far from the actual action. Unless you want to just try to time it where we're doing our thing while it's looking for victims in the city.
well, I don't want to leave the van on the street. If I have my druthers, I'd like the van to go away because that's their harvester. That's how they get the people.
Yeah.
Shelly, how's your sneak or stealth?
She's working on it. I've got it up to a 2 now.
Okay. Maybe we won't switch places for now.
I was going to say, not
Yeah,
a good
no,
time
she's
to go into
she's-
training.
I still
Right.
got some points to throw in there.
I was gonna
But-
say maybe we can just switch clothes, but maybe not this time.
No, I'm happy with Sam just being able to disable them, which is, cut some wires in the dash so it's not instantly startable. And
Right.
Leave 'em
I've
sit
got
there.
some tools you can take with you.
That sounds great.
Disconnect the ignition, and that's typically it's going to take them time to try to repair it, and by that time we'll be hammering on them.
Sounds good.
I-
Está bien.
Quick question: is the Beast? Does it have like interface plugs at all, or no?
Does it have what?
It is
Interface
smart.
plugs.
It is smart linked.
It's
Yes.
smart linked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, both vehicles are smart linked.
Nice.
Don't you have to attune it?
Mm-mm. As long as you have a smart link, you can plug into it.
All right. I'll plug into the Beast then.
Yep. Okay.
It'll give you a +2.
So,
So-
I'm manning the guns. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and pause here, so that way next game is the action
The
game.
firefight.
But what I want you guys to do in the Discord chat is list off specific, since it's going to be another 2 weeks, list off
Yeah.
specifically what you guys are doing and who's
Yeah.
doing what. That
Okay.
way you guys have a reminder. I don't care if it's in the notes or if it's a separate post or whatever. That way you guys know what you're doing ahead of time, so we don't have to do a game recap. It's just, hey, this happened, fight. And we can get right at it, so that way we can get to the game, because the fighting may take a while.
Right.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam's doing Anthrax.
Very cool.
Go.
Oh, well, I mean,
Um,
Well,
past
now.
tense, right?
Oh wait, that's not the right job. Got it. Never mind.
I didn't realize you were thinking of that as combat, Sam. Okay, that's kind of revealing.
Stolas and Visions would.
Yeah, they've seen some stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vision just walks out and he's just like, I've seen things.
Yeah.
It's like that meme of the dog with like the helicopters
Yep.
and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight and playing. As well, we have our next game tomorrow night, which is Street Fighter.
Let's go.
Also starting at 7 p.m. So looking forward to that. And then, of course, next week is Star Wars, and then will be our final game of Vampire the Masquerade for a bit on Friday. And then Saturday, we are back to Marvel Superheroes. So looking forward to everything. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, all.